How you guys doing out there? Repart Killer 666 coming to you from RAT.ROD.HEAVEN. Coming to you with these three vehicles. These are the ones I've been working on. Let me let you all start off by saying I see Dr. Cranky's back, and I have a big apology to do to him, but I'll go short on here. Dr. Cranky, sorry that I didn't get the calendar and haven't showed my calendar card that I know it's in there already. I seen it. A friend of mine sent me a picture. Thank you very much. I appreciate that you chose my car to be in the calendar. And let me start off by saying again, I'm sorry that I didn't get it, but I'm going to take care of it this month. That way I can show the car. It'll probably be the last video I show for the year, because I got into a little business with someone here. The chassis. But I'll talk about that in a second. Let me just start off with these three vehicles I got out here. Probably the last things I work on for a pretty long time to come. I did the Jeep for a reason. It's right in there. I'll let you know what it is exactly. Those are on Facebook. Already seen I put it out. This I did because in the local pound where we dump cars that the people leave behind in the shop that they just don't pick up because of tickets and whatnot. Those are called DARPs and rotos. People leave stuff behind and we have to take it to the city pound. We cannot just dump it anywhere. We have to take it there. So this vehicle comes from that. This vehicle, I done them. I put them on Facebook, those who watch. I put an engine back here. I was trying to do a car with a motor in the back, but it wasn't it. It's not for this vehicle. This vehicle was an original oil truck. So I said, you know what? I came home one day. I seen a piece of an oil truck at the dump where we put the cars at. I seen like a back piece, and it was all rusted, it's all dirty. It's all the way in the back. They have a lot of old cars in there, but they're not allowed to sell them. They just sit there. They're not allowed to sell them or do anything with them. They usually dump them. But for some reason or not, those cars sat behind and never moved. And they left them there. But it's just a piece of it left. And it hit me and said, you know what? This was originally supposed to be an oil truck. Let me do my version of an oil truck on this. And that's what I did. I connected everything underneath. All the pumps are connected into the tank. Everything is connected where it's supposed to be connected. That is done. The top is all done. The hoses are here. All this I did, and I said, you know what? Let me just do one. There's a piece of a PCP pipe with two ends of the bottom of a Coke bottle. Not a bottle, a can. I cut it out, and it gives me that oval shape. So I did that with it. Hung the fenders. Got a little bit more work to do on the front. I airbagged it all the way around. It's airbagged all the way around. It's going to be done. It's minor done to it. Got to be done. I got to decide what kind of motor. I'm going to do something crazy because I want the headers coming out through the sides. So I'm definitely going to do something crazy to the motor. You'll definitely see it some more, but not this year. It'll be done next year sometime. That's what I'm going to talk to you guys about. Now I'm going to move it for a second and bring out one car that someone said basic pieces on Facebook. And yeah, it bugged me. Yeah, it took me to the point to say, you want to see what's basic? I'm going to show you what's basic. I'm going to leave it where it's at and go around it. I call it the Rat Demon. That's what it is. It's crazy. Chassis, frame, you name it. It's scratch built. The only thing on here that's not scratch built are the tires. And the rims are because I'm using two different pieces. The rear is a scratch built. Airbags on it. Airbags all the way around. Tanks on it. Roll cage is crazy. I just got to lower the window and make it a little smaller. I got other work to do to it. The motor that's going to go on this is crazy. I mean, there is nothing I haven't done to this car. I went all crazy off. I'm going to show him what basic pieces are. If he thinks this is basic pieces, he don't know shit, and excuse my words, about built-in model cars and built-in scratch build. This is to show him. And wait till you see the other one. There's two of them. There's actually going to be three of them. This is a two-door. This is the four-door, the two-door, and I'm actually making a pickup Jeep. So wait till you see those other ones. I want to know what he sees basic here. Now, there's another kick to this that I did. First time, just trying different things, new things. And when you pull out, once I pull it out, I'm not going to be able to put it back in because it's kind of a little difficult. But I'm definitely going to show you guys what I'm talking about. When you pull out the roll cage, and it probably won't let me take it even out. I'm going to try my best. The chairs actually come with it. I mounted the chairs underneath, and I mounted it to the roll cage. Because all I'm going to put in the bottom is maybe just a little net. I don't want to put anything to cover it up. I don't want to cover up the chassis or nothing. This thing is awesome. Sitting on airbags. It's going to have tanks. Everything is going to be done to this. It's going to be crazy. It's going to have a 4-cylinder diesel, dual turbos on it. It's just going to be off the wall. See, I ain't going to be able to put it back in, but you got the idea, more or less, because once it comes out, it's hard. I got the dash to do, steering to do, and I'm going to build my own motor from scratch. I'm not actually going to buy a motor for this, just the turbos and a few other pieces. The rest of it, I'm going to build it from scratch, completely from scratch, the motor. Definitely is going to be shown next year. I'm hoping to get to a show. I've been trying for years already, but I'm hoping, because this is one of 3 that I'm going to bring of the Jeeps. The Jeep has always been good to me. From the first one I built, I love the Jeeps. I love doing things with them. You can do crazy, radical things. Look at that front end on this. It's just crazy. Show me what's basic on this. Definitely doesn't know about cars. Anyway, let me get back to this. This is the one that I did the chain for. I'm still going to call it the bike chain that I did. I decided to do a body on my own. Everybody kept telling me, do something. Don't buy a basic body and just throw it on there. So I'm trying this out. The rims are going to be changed. These are mock-up rims, but the height it gives me and everything it gave me, I can actually go on and just wrap it up with this. But I'm not. I'm going to change the rims on it. The body's going to stay. I'm going to make a spider web net out of copper up here and put it right over it. I'm not going to cover the inside, because once I put everything in there, I don't want to cover it. So it has all basic pieces on it. All kind wood, plastic. Made it look like a little pickup in the back. Put my tanks in here, my fuel tank. The air ride suspension is going to go in it, so the tank is in there ready. The seats, again, the seats are going to be built. I'm actually going to try to make seats out of these. I'm going to make big ones, do them as big as possible, and make the 2 seats out of it. If not, I'm going to try to find some other seats to put on it, but they're actually going to go connected to the body, not to the frame. I'm not covering nothing of the frame. I don't want this frame covered up. Now, let me tell you guys what's going on with this as it is. Now, the first guy who originally wanted to buy this frame off of me and didn't want me to show it on Facebook, he wanted to buy the whole thing, and he told me, you know, sell it to me, don't show it, yada, yada, yada. And we talked about it, and I didn't want to. It's a frame I built, something I really wanted to show. I took good pride on doing this frame, believe me. It took a lot from my hands, so I said, you know what, I can't do this. But we came to an agreement to make him one. So that's what I'm going to do. That's why I'm going to be busy. This will probably be the last video. Besides, if once I get the calendar, I'll show the calendar built. But this will definitely be the last video on showing anything built in a thing, because I got 2 frames to do. I got one for a YouTube person who really builds miniatures, and he does planes and I think tanks. Yeah, he does tanks too. He's a guy who builds very, very little bit of it. He does more miniatures than anything. But he asked me for one. Me and him always got along. He was one of the first guys that I ever talked to from my YouTube channel. So definitely he's going to get one also. So it's 2 frames I got to do. And I wanted to do another one smaller and more that to put into a 32. So let's see what happens. But those 2 frames got to be done, because one of them, I got the body. I got all the parts for it already. I even got the engine and everything he sent me. So that would be my first one starting to do. So I got to do 2 of them. So I'll be very busy. But they understand that this takes time. They both understand that this is, I'm cutting them individually. This is not a sheet and I scarred in the sheet. No, this is individually cut pieces and glued. And believe me, it's not easy to glue it. One moves this one moves it. You have to tape all this down. You have to tie it down almost to get it to glue in place, because you got to do each one individually. Next time you see this car, though, in the next year, I'm definitely going to put some work on it, because if I decide to go show, he's going and the 3 Jeeps are definitely going. And I got another vehicle that I'm working on, but that's going to take a back burner for a little bit. And definitely you'll see it also, too. But the next Jeep, those are the ones I'm talking about. It's 2 of them, 2 more. Pickup Jeep and a 2-door one. I definitely want to do something to that, because if I do go to a car show, they're coming with me. Those Jeeps are definitely coming with me. Anyway, guys, that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying every day, little by little, learning more every day. Every time I see you guys, watch all the videos. Always watching videos. Every time they post one, no matter what it is, I watch it, because that's what I enjoy. You guys out there, keep building, stay safe. Dr. Cranky again. We'll get in touch with you. Thank you for everything, and I appreciate for you putting me in the calendar. I really do. I know this is a little late, but something came up with that at the time that came up, and we had a hard time dealing with the situation, but we're still here and still having a little hard time, but we'll get through it. But guys, thank you for everything. Be safe. Be careful out there. This is Repart Killer 666 coming to you from RAT.ROD.HEAVEN. Take care and be safe, guys.